Africa is not poor. We have been made to believe we are poor. But the truth is, Africa is the richest continent on earth.
In Burkina Faso, a powerful green wave is sweeping through cities, towns, and villages. Not to destroy, but to heal and build, under the leadership of President Ibrahim Traore and as a key initiative of the Faso Mambo Indigenous Development Program, the National Sanitation campaign has officially launched, creating a fast-growing movement. Over 10,000 people from across the country joined voluntarily in just the first month. This shift from words to real action shows a deep change in community awareness and civic responsibility. This isn't just a basic street cleaning effort. It is a symbol of national pride, love for the land, and a shared commitment to building a new Burkina Faso clean, organized, lively, and sustainable. The urgency behind this campaign comes from years of severe environmental pollution, especially in major cities like Ouagadougou and Bobo Dioulasso. Drainage canals like Nevo were blocked by illegal kiosks filled with household waste and contaminated with untreated wastewater dumped straight into the environment. These canals, once essential to the city's flow, had turned into stagnant, polluted streams ideal for mosquitoes, flies, rats, and other disease carriers. This caused repeated outbreaks of diseases like malaria, dengue fever, diarrhea, and skin infections, seriously affecting public health and daily life. But instead of waiting for authorities to step in, President Ibrahim Traore issued a strong and inspiring call to action. We cannot build a strong nation while living in waste and dirty water. Burkina Faso must be green, clean, and dignified for our children and our future. That message spread quickly across the country, reaching millions. And without any force or official orders, tens of thousands of citizens' associations, students, government workers, traders, soldiers, police, and religious communities all came out to the streets. Together, in their hands were simple tools, brooms, shovels, trash bags, hoses, and lime. On their faces, a clear sense of pride, fully aware of a shared mission to revive the nation. Through cleanliness and care for their environment, the people's voluntary spirit and proactive energy transformed the campaign into a true mass movement reflecting unity and determination at every level. The National Sanitation Campaign is far more than just a cleanup effort. It is a vital part of the Faso Mambo program, an indigenous development initiative, personally launched by President Traore. Faso Mambo means let's build Burkina Faso with our own hands. It's a philosophy centered on internal strength development driven by the people themselves without waiting for foreign aid or outside support. Through this spirit of self-reliance, the sanitation campaign not only aims to improve public hygiene but also to rebuild civic awareness, grow community responsibility, and ignite national pride. It reflects a deep shift in mindset from passive dependence to active ownership, from waiting to doing. In just its first month, the campaign has achieved remarkable results. Over 400 kilometers of drainage systems in major cities were cleaned and cleared, finally resolving long-standing flooding and blockages. More than 8,000 tons of accumulated household waste were collected and processed, eliminating breeding grounds for disease and making cities visibly cleaner. Hundreds of illegal kiosks built on sidewalks and over canals were removed, restoring public space and improving water flow. Thousands of square meters of walls, schools, clinics, and public buildings were repainted, giving neighborhoods a new, fresh look. Tens of thousands of trees were planted along roadsides in neighborhoods and on school grounds, supporting urban greenery and cleaner air. And beyond the official programs, in many places, citizens themselves stepped up, donating materials, tools, and their time to be part of the change. They mobilized entire families to join in regular weekend cleanups, turning sanitation work into a routine and collective community effort. Traditional markets like Zogona Tampuy Dasasgo and Larle, once known for being polluted and disorganized, have now become models of cleanliness and order. This change goes beyond physical transformation. It marks a shift in personal habits and public awareness. The ripple effect of the campaign wasn't limited to major cities. It spread to rural villages, border areas, and remote towns like Yakotintalu, Jibo, and Gawa. These were places long affected by poor infrastructure and often left behind. Yet even there, people rose to the occasion, organizing cleanups, clearing drains and canals, disinfecting schools and mosques. It's a clear reflection of how deep and united this national movement has become. In rural villages, children were taught how to properly collect and sort waste, forming good habits early. Adults began separating trash and digging designated pits, instead of dumping waste directly into the environment, helping protect soil and water. In some regions, groups of women formed local self-managed Keep the Village Clean associations. These women not only raised awareness, but also led by example, showing their communities what leadership and commitment look like. The campaign also brought people closer together. During cleanups, neighbors shared meals, talked, laughed, and built stronger bonds. The spirit of unity and mutual support core values of Burkinabè tradition came alive again. These shared efforts broke down social divisions and sparked a sense of common purpose and community strength. The true impact of this nationwide sanitation campaign goes far beyond clearing garbage or unblocking sewers. It is a revolutionary shift in mindset and culture. Instead of blaming the government or waiting for outside help, the people of Burkina Faso showed they were ready to take action and shape their own future. This moment marks a critical turning point in the country's development, moving from passivity to proactive self-driven progress. Through this campaign, Burkina Faso has achieved several important wins that will benefit the nation for years to come. Seasonal diseases have been reduced by clearing drainage systems and eliminating stagnant water. The breeding grounds for mosquitoes and other disease carriers have been significantly cut down. This has helped control the spread of infections like malaria and dengue fever, especially during the rainy season. Urban spaces have become cleaner and more livable. A fresher and healthier environment not only improves everyday comfort but also supports both physical and mental well-being for residents. Cities and villages now look tidier and greener, leaving a strong and positive impression on locals and visitors alike. The campaign also created temporary employment. Jobs in waste collection, transportation, and processing provided short-term income opportunities for many families, helping ease economic pressures. Perhaps most importantly, it rebuilt trust between citizens and their government. This people-centered approach, where the government supports and collaborates with communities in their own cleanup efforts, strengthened public confidence in leadership. It created a foundation for ongoing cooperation and sustainable development. The government of Burkina Faso played a key role in this transformation, offering support, coordination, and structure to ensure that the sanitation campaign wasn't just a spontaneous effort, but a well-organized nationwide operation that combined voluntary public action with leadership from local authorities. Environmental sanitation committees in each area took charge of assigning volunteers, distributing tools, helping with waste collection and disposal, and tracking progress on the ground. Many cities introduced friendly competitions between districts and communes, with awards given to the cleanest and most innovative areas, giving communities a strong incentive to excel. Importantly, military and civil defense forces were mobilized to clean hard-to-reach spots like abandoned checkpoints, illegal dumps, and land previously used for unlawful activities. Working day and night, these forces showed that the military is not only for defense, it is also a partner in building the nation. Their involvement helped solve sanitation issues in the toughest locations and demonstrated the united commitment of the political and social system to shared goals. President Traore once made a powerful and symbolic statement: "If you don't sweep your own doorstep, don't expect others to respect your nation." These words became the heart of the campaign, reminding everyone that personal responsibility shapes how the nation is seen at home and abroad. The National Sanitation Campaign has opened a new chapter in Burkina Faso's development journey, one where change starts with the smallest actions. Picking up a bag of trash, repainting a wall, clearing a drain. These simple efforts have huge value in reshaping public behavior and mindset. Looking ahead, the government plans to keep the sanitation campaign ongoing with regular, monthly cleanups, especially during the rainy season when disease risk increases. Schools will include environmental education in their curriculum to raise awareness in young minds. Local organizations will continue leading cleanup efforts, hosting volunteer events, and keeping neighborhoods clean. The goal is to make hygiene and sanitation a natural daily part of life and culture in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is rising not because of foreign aid but because of the brooms held by its own people. This campaign is a major leap in the country's spiritual renewal. It redefines development and proves a vital truth: all lasting change must begin with the people, from the mindset and actions of every individual. This is not just Burkina Faso's lesson. It is one that holds meaning for many other developing nations. From the busy streets of Ouagadougou to the farthest villages, Burkina Faso is putting on a new garment, a garment of pride, discipline, and the desire for growth and progress. And all of this began with one simple, powerful act: cleaning the space where you live, work, and belong. It is a living proof that when people unite and governments support them, even the smallest actions can build the biggest changes.